Hi, Maya TV. I'm your host, Connor Brody. I'm here with Tracee Cocco. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, of course. Tracee is an actress and a stunt performer. She's been in things such as Star Trek, Baywatch, and Demolition Man. How did you get started with all of this?
Oh boy. Started out, I believe, in my 20s, and I was a print model for magazines, and also for the Alberto Moose Company that does hair products. One thing led to another. I got a casting agent, and then like I said, one thing led to another. My very first movie was Gross Anatomy with Christine Lottie and Matthew Modine, and I play a medical student in the movie. Then I believe I got on Wings for a season. That's a TV show. Then, oh gosh, my mind, I've done like a lot, I'm trying to remember things. I was also on Space Above and Beyond. Then my very first TV thing was General Hospital. It's a soap opera. And I play Marla, the rock and roll hairdresser. It was just for a day, but it was a really neat experience. Then I got on Baywatch as a regular lifeguard.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
We'll definitely come back to Baywatch. I want to ask you, was there any learning curve coming from print modeling to acting on your first film?
Well, my first film was kind of, nerve-wracking and nervous, but I kind of get it, the whole, filming thing, so not really. It's just basically the times are different and how long it's different. Like print model, you just sit there and, pose. TV is a lot different. Set up lights, set up, the camera, the boom guy.
A lot more waiting around on set.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go to talk about your Star Trek journey. You've been in a lot of the Star Trek projects, right?
I am probably the most seen person everywhere. I was in, how I got on that, I was on the Paramount lot doing another 48 hours with Eddie Murphy.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I was doing that was because Baywatch that I was on got canceled.
Mm.
So I thought, okay, so I got a job in this movie doing stunts, running over a chair in a bar fight. Somebody from the Paramount business office saw me because they were there watching the filming, came up to me and said, I think you really need to go talk to so-and-so up in the business office for Star Trek. I think they'd really like your look. And I'm thinking, oh, okay. I had no idea, how big that was. So I went to the audition. They put me in the black and gold, which does two things on the ship, engineering and security. And then one thing led to another. They introduced me to Michael Westmore, the head of, the god of makeup for a lot of things. And he put me in my very first alien, which was an Antikin. Now, if you don't know what an Antikin looks like, to me, it looks like a werewolf, like a wolf dog thing. And I had a prosthetic in my mouth, so when I bit down, my snout would do this. So as we're filming my scene, they say cut, we're taking a little break, so I'm like, oh, I'm hot. So I went to go out into the back, out of this, the back door of the stage to get some air at the Paramount lot. And I'm having a straw in my water because they don't realize, actors got to drink, they got to do certain things, right? So I'm out there in my full-on Antikin wear, and this is a really cool story I just got to share. They're filming the movie Sliver on the Paramount lot. Now, Sliver is a Sharon Stone movie. Well, I love her. So here I am standing outside in the alley, or not alley, back behind the stage, getting air, and this big trailer opens up, and out of it comes Sharon Stone in a white terry cloth robe, beelining right for me.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh my God, I was just like, whoa. And so she's like this close looking at my makeup going, that is so cool. And I'm shaking, right? And I'm like, oh my God, thank you, thank you. And she goes, well, what do you look like under that, makeup? Well, it happened to be that day that the security guy wanted an 8x10, autograph. So I gave him a headshot of me, and he happened to have it, and he said, she looks like this. And she looked at me and said, wow, you're so pretty. Why would you want to cover your face up, and not show your face? And I said, well, for one, I really don't mind it. My face my skin worked out with the prosthetics where it didn't break out, where some actors, they could not do it.
Yeah.
And I said, and for two, they pay me really good to do that. And she's like, oh my God, that's so cool. She goes, I'll tell you what, we're having our wrap party for the movie Sliver. It was either that night or a couple nights after. Would you like to be my guest? And I'm like, oh my God, sure.
Yeah, of course.
So like the coolest things have happened to me since Star Trek. I mean, I'm the only one to wear every color on the TV show. I was in Deep Space Nine and Voyager. Now, Deep Space Nine and Voyager are spin-offs of Star Trek: The Next Gen. But I played 15 different aliens on those because Michael Westmore liked how I portrayed an alien and a woman doing it, that he gave me that many to do. Then I was in the first 3 movies, and that happened where Jonathan Frakes, who plays number 1 on our show, he's also a director, a great director. And he came up and said, Cocco, how would you like to fly the ship in the movie? And I'm like, are you serious? And he's like, yeah. And I'm thinking in my head, think. Sure, Johnny, but I go, I don't want to die. Can we put that in the script, that I don't die, because I know you guys are going to come out with some more movies.
Yeah.
And he's like, we can make that happen. And that's how that happened. And then I was in the other 2 movies where the one is, I get a mix up, Insurrection, and then First Contact, I believe is with the Borg Queen. I was also me in the movie, but I was also Alice Krieg's stunt double in that movie. And then, oh gosh, on an episode of Star Trek: The Next Gen, Rascals, I was me, but I was also, because on that episode, the Jonathan and all them turn into little kids.
Yeah.
And on one scene, you see Patrick's hands as a little boy on the computer. Well, those are my hands. Like, they called me in to do that. They would call me in to do Alice Krieg's arms grabbing Patrick's legs going up the ladder. Those were my arms. Just the coolest stuff, right? And then after that, I believe I got on Virtuosity. I think that was with Denzel. I'm not sure. I did the Fan with Robert De Niro. And then, like I said, Demolition Man. I was dressed in this really cool, futuristic cool outfit. And I was supposed to be at the table with them all at Taco Bell. And I got a pat on my shoulder from the director, and I turned around and he's like, I got some bad news. And I'm like, oh, what? And he's like, well, my girlfriend really likes that outfit, so you're out.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh. I go, whoa, wait a minute. I know you guys are going to be filming cops. Can you make me a cop at least? He's like, yeah, we can make that happen. So I got the whole cool outfit. I love those outfits with the big boots and the black and the cool. So in the meantime from that, Paramount calls, has me dress up. I did both Borgs, by the way. I did the Borg drone, which had the bald head and my eye out in one episode. I think it was Descent. And then I also did the regular Borg with all the pipes that come out of them. And Paramount called me to go to the convention center here in California, and I believe it was Anaheim, to promote their pinball game for the Borg, the pinball game. So here I am in all Borg wear, doing the game, promoting the game, and I get a tap on my shoulder again. And it's this guy named Dennis. I can't remember his last name, but he's the designer to all of the pinball games all over the world.
Wow.
Williams Bally Midway. And he says, he introduced himself, and then I said, me, who I am. and he said, I really like your voice. How would you like, I'm coming out with a pinball game. How would you like to be the computer voice for the pinball game in Demolition Man? And I'm like, oh my God, I was a cop in the movie. And he's like, what? And I'm like, yeah. So they called Warner Brothers. They got my full-on outfit. They flew me and my outfit out to Chicago to do the whole, promo of the game, which you can find on YouTube. It's called the Demolition Man Pinball Game Promo. That turned out great. Well, then Star Trek's been just crazy wow for me. Just all the opportunities that have come out of it. And now I've been doing the Comic-Cons. If you guys don't know what Comic-Cons are. There were a lot of the actors in the movie business, TV business and everything, go to conventions and they sign autographs for the fans and meet new fans and just have a ball. It's just so much fun. It brings out like the little kid in me. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Anybody hiring me, hire me. I'm so much fun. Anyway.
That's so fun.
And I forgot to tell you guys, I got a name. Once you get a name on Star Trek, it kind of changes stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And my name on the show is Lieutenant J, J-A-E, not J-A-Y, J-A-E. So it's just been crazy, and I love doing the Comic-Cons. I've been to London, Germany, Australia, and then I do a lot, in the U.S. And I have one coming up in Rhode Island. I have the big one coming up in Vegas for the Star Trek Las Vegas one. And then I do the movies, independent more movies.
Yeah, that's so exciting.
Yeah.
I'm curious, were you able to keep any prosthetics or costumes from
Good
Star
thing you
Trek?
asked me that. Yes, I was able. The one alien that Michael had me do was it had a forked tongue. I got to keep that. I got to keep my Ferengi teeth. And my Bajoran nose. I played a Bajoran too.
Nice. That's so exciting.
Yeah.
So do you have those on display maybe in
No,
your house?
not really.
No?
They're just in a cute little clear box.
Yeah. Cool. What are some of the stunts that you've done in Star Trek specifically?
Basically on Star Trek they have you shake. when the ship gets hit, you have to shake a certain way or whatever. Falling down on the floor, I've done a lot. And then the big one was the explosives in the movie Generations. That was a pretty good one for me.
So let's talk a little more about the explosives. What was that like?
It was kind of scary in the beginning, but I'm a go for it gal, so I like to just, let's do it, right? And I just found this out. Marina Sirtis, who is also on The Next Gen, is Counselor Troy. She said at one of her panels at a Comic-Con that we had to do 2 takes on that, and I did not know that. Because the explosives, when it threw me out of my chair, it landed on the seat where she was supposed to come and sit and fly the ship to safety, and it burned her bum.
Wow.
So they had to give her a new outfit, obviously, and then she ends up crashing.
Yikes.
Because we have that going. She always says, well, you never told me how to drive it. And I'm like, well,
Well, it makes for a good story.
It's a total good story, yeah.
So let's talk a little more about your time on Baywatch. What was the set there like?
We filmed at Will Rogers State Beach in I'm having a brain fade. On the beach in LA, Santa Monica, I think.
Yes.
And that was where the headquarters of the lifeguard was, right?
Yes.
And then off Buena Vista was the stage where we filmed the inner parts. But whenever we were on the beach, I had my little red bikini on, and they had me driving on the beach, literally driving on the beach in a, I don't know if it was a Toyota SUV, I don't know, but driving on the beach, parked the thing, I grabbed the red, they call it the can, when you grab it off the truck to go in and save people. So I had a full-on nice shot there. But yeah, that was fun. The only bummer with that is because early in the morning, the water's kind of cold.
Yeah.
So we had to kind of make it look like it wasn't that cold, if you know what I'm saying. So that was kind of
Sounds like that might be the hardest part.
Yeah, because sometimes they don't realize, like when I did the Borg full-on outfits, basically it's a one piece mesh kind of bodysuit,
Mm-hmm.
and then they have all these pieces that are on it, and then they make your face. They call it Pax makeup. It's white,
Mm-hmm.
so you cannot smile. You cannot eat, you cannot laugh because it'll crack, and then they don't like it because they have to send the makeup person, obviously to fix you. But
So would you have to go like for a long time on set without eating or?
sometimes, but I'm more of a nibbler,
Okay.
and I did a lot of riding around on the set on a bike,
Mm-hmm.
because their spread of food was so good
Yeah.
that I did not want to hang out there at that table.
Yeah.
But yeah, so.
What's your what goes through your head when you're preparing for your stunts or something like an audition? Like, do you have a certain process that you go through?
I get really, I get really nervous.
Mm-hmm.
But then I don't know, it's weird. Once like the camera's on, I don't know what happens. I totally turn into like, I don't know, something else. Like,
Yeah, you just lock in.
yeah.
Yeah. What are some other projects recently that have you worked on anything recently?
Yes, I was in Russ Emanuel, who did All for Tomorrow, who I was just in that movie, and I play a nurse, kind of like Nurse Ratchety kind of nurse, which is a cool thing. I've never done that before. I was in his movie, Assassin's Apprentice 2, where I play a retired assassin, and then Staycation, where I play a news anchor, Deandra Walsh, and it's kind of set in the zombie, like, virus thing breaks out, and like kind of when COVID and everybody had to stay in, that kind of thing.
Okay.
And then I did this one. I have a couple more coming that I have offers for that are, I believe I can say this, LA Mob Story. It's going to be a series, I don't know if it's a web series or TV, I don't know. It's a series. And I play the head of a woman mafia group, which is cool because I like doing that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Death Realm is another one, but like I said, we're in talks about it right now. So as a matter of fact, this Sunday for the Oscar party I'm going to in LA, the director, producer, and we're at the same table, so I'm sure we're going to talk about that and more things. And I like doing them. And I like doing the big production kind of movies, but I also like doing the more independent ones. And like the Comic-Cons, the big ones are really cool, but there's just so many people that I like kind of doing the smaller ones because it's more intimate. You get to spend time with the people, and they get to know you, and I'm just a person. You know what I mean? I'm just a person. Like,
definitely.
And yeah.
Do you have any dream role that you haven't had the chance to do yet that you would really want to do?
Oh, I'd love to be in a Marvel movie or one of those, or oh my God, work with oh my God, Kate Beckinsale, just all of them, and Mirren, oh my God. I just saw the new one on Netflix, Scarpetta, with Nicole Kidman, and and Jamie Lee Curtis, and yeah. But like a futuristic badass. Can I say that? I hope.
Yeah, it's okay.
But like that kind of role. I like it.
Yeah, totally.
Matrixy,
Yeah. So you talked a little bit about possible upcoming projects. Is there anything you would like to tell the audience to look out for?
You could, I'm on Instagram.
Yeah, feel free to shout out all your social media.
I believe it's at the Twitter one, or whatever it's called now, at Real Tracee Cocco. And then T Cocco Inc. is my Instagram. And I have a Facebook page, Tracee Lee Cocco. I also have another Facebook page called J Spotting, because it's Star Trek, and every time you see my character on a series, pause it, take a screenshot of it, and then post it on J Spotting. And that's kind of a new thing I started, and it's kind of fun, and I have people from everywhere, Germany, London, Australia. And I love all my fans, and and if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be sitting here, I wouldn't be meeting you guys, I wouldn't be doing this. And like I said, Russ has been great. He's a major Star Trek fanatic.
Yeah.
So, and then I was also, forgot, in Alien Danger 1 and 2, more of campy, family-friendly, funny kind of movies with James Balsamo, the director, where him directing a movie is a lot different from Russ. James is more, he throws you the line to say, we don't have a script.
Oh, yeah.
So it's kind of ad-libby, kind of neat, and I like that too. But Russ gives me kind of an open, to do what I, do. If I feel maybe something like this better than that, he gives me kind of the opportunity. And if he doesn't like it, obviously he's going to say no. But yeah, like I said, I have a con coming up, Rhode Island, and it's either Rhode Island, New York, I don't know. Anyway, I'm doing that one, the big one, in Las Vegas, and I've been sending out emails. Oh my God, if you guys know anybody at a con, any con person that's a producer, promoter, oh my gosh, email me. Can I do, you want me to, should I say email?
If you want to.
It's TCOCCO, N as in Nancy, C as in cat, at AOL.com. Message me. I'm open. I love to work. I would love to do a Comic-Con a month. Oh my God, it would be perfect for me.
Yeah, that's so fun. Make sure everyone follows her.
Yes.
Reach out and keep up to date with everything going on.
Yes.
Thanks again so much for being here.
Oh no, thank you guys. Thank you all for watching, and I hope I did you good. And thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Right on. Yay.
We'll see you for the next one.
Yay.